I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just gotta drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
That's not
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, pop the trunk.
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
Hello, welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. My name is Melissa.
My name is Mel.
We're real life sisters. We get on this podcast every single week, talk about what the heck we want to talk about. And these are the things you need to know, okay? You guys need to know that the things you do in your 20s are fine, but in your 30s, you can't do them. And in your 40s, the cracks will show of what you did in your 20s and
Absolutely.
30s. And so we have to, I'm 42. I have to be better. And I'm trying. I didn't eat breakfast either. But I'm not eating candy. I'm drinking Arrowhead water, which probably is worse.
I was gonna say you should limit your judgments here, but all right.
No, I am a white woman right now because, hey, I didn't eat, but I'm not eating candy. That's the white woman energy.
Whatever. I'm gonna eat.
I'm a woman, but at least I'm not a black woman.
right now.
That's funny. All right, here we go. Someone said we're not even supposed to eat breakfast. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't eat breakfast or lunch and have twin snakes for dinner. So listen, when I eat, be happy.
Again,
Just
you're
go.
You're not making sense because
Yes, I
why am I
am.
happy about you eating what you want to do for your life, body, health, and strength?
Well, then why are you talking about my life, body, health, and shit? You were the whole reason this started is
Let's
because
start
you...
with long story short. Also, someone said opens Rice Krispies. Well, I guess we all in this together.
Listen, are we
Okay.
acting like we're all fine?
Yes.
We are struggling.
No, everybody is struggling. Literally,
so-
everybody, especially if you are. Some people, they eat, they have no problem. But if you have the problem where your body doesn't trigger you to eat, this is for real. People don't understand that it is for real. My body does not always trigger me that I am hungry. And I literally can go all day to the point where sometimes I will test it. I will work out and my trainer be working me hard. And then I will get home and my body is not like, oh my God, I'm starving. And I'm always like, this has to be something wrong.
When I work out, I get hungry.
I don't always
That is,
immediately. I have to like force myself
yourself?
to eat something even if I'm not hungry. And so I started doing the like the protein smoothies, or I make myself a smoothie but I add protein in it to like try to kickstart or something for me to get hungry, because I could work out
And not
at
be hungry.
6 from 6 to 7, come home and not like feel the need to eat till 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is very. I eat when I get hungry. Part of my problem, I don't get triggered to eat as well. My body doesn't all the time, but especially when I am working, and because I've been starting my day so early working, it's like I hyper focus, and so I don't even remember that I'm supposed to eat. By the time I think about it, it is 7 p.m.
Yeah,
And Greg don't want me to have noodles, and he don't want me to order. And
You
I
can't
didn't
have
make
noodles
dinner.
either. That's high
Okay.
sodium. I'm about to.
So I have water and twin snakes. Take your pick.
You're about to piss me off. Like, you're for real about to piss me off. All right, here we go. We're moving on, because that is not okay. That's literally
You
not
just said
okay.
you don't even eat after working out. Your body
I'm
has to
forcing
replenish.
myself
you
to
just did all
eat,
the things.
But I am forcing myself to eat. You're about to piss me off. All right, here we go.
It's a good thing I'm almost 40.
You're not even making sense. Long story short, how was your week? And all y'all enablers in the comments, if you're in your 40s, shame. And I'm bringing it back. Shame, 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 shame. If you are in your 40s as an enabler, you should be shamed. Legit shame. And you're 30? Baby.
Go now.
All right. Long story short,
Yes.
child, what you had going on this week?
I don't remember.
Oh, you wanted me to do it?
Yes.
Okay. Long story short is that we finally did the Halloween party.
Oh, yes.
And it was a lot. I ordered stuff. Sorry. I ordered stuff to frost the windows for Christmas.
Oh, that's
And it
hilarious.
just arrived. I'm very excited to try this out. Anyway, back to Halloween. We finally did the Halloween party. It was everything. I started crying, of course, because it literally was everything that like I saw in my brain. And then, but what took me over the edge is Mel was doing the games. I'm like emotional again. I literally could cry right now thinking about it. So Mel did the games and I was like sitting down, trying to eat actually. And Mel was doing the games. And because I like really wanted her to do the games, but I knew she was working, I didn't think she would actually be able to. So I was like getting Karen's girls to help me with the games. I was looking at games, but Mel actually like came through and was doing the games. And then it was like really emotional because I was like, my kids are always going to have the memory of Auntie Mel doing the games. And I was like crying. I'm about to cry.
That's
And my mom was like, what? Like literally, she was like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, I don't know. It's just so special. Oh my God. I'm like so emotional. Anyway, it all turned, yes, this is perimenopause, okay? Like, serious. And I've been podcasting for a long time, like Love Hour Days for a very long time. I've been podcasting. I really don't be crying as much as I've been crying. Specifically this year of my life, like my 42nd year of life, 2025, I feel like it never takes much. Like I would just sit here and think like, man, I had Arrowhead. That is
not Arrowhead.
like literally I'm like,
All
man,
the
that's
waters.
so really nice that
so
I had
really
Arrowhead. I'm just like super excited that I was able to drink. And then all of a sudden I'm crying. I don't know. It's just very stupid. Anyway, so it was really nice. The decorations were really nice. The drinks were nice. Or were really good. We did listen, I want to tell you guys this. If you are planning to do any type of like fall get together, and it's like maybe more on the casual side than more on like the like super like extravagant luxe side, chili as your main entree.
Melissa love her some chili.
Well, you know my boys do. That's why, because the boys love chili. But it's so versatile. Like we literally use chili. I made chili. Karen made chili, and so that was like the main like entree. Karen, I bought hot dogs, and Karen ended up grilling them so the kids could have chili dogs. I bought chips so they can have chili nachos, and I made rice so you can do basically just regular chili. My family likes chili with rice, but all of the toppings are the same. So you're not having to buy a gazillion things, but it feels like there's like choices, but it didn't take much to like have the choices. You know, it's just hot dogs and buns and chips. All of your onions, your, sour cream, your all of it works for each of the things, you know? And so it just feels like you tried and did a heck of a lot when truly it's really like you just made chili. So anyway, that was really cool. And the kids loved those chili dogs. I didn't think they were going to eat as many as they did, to be honest. I thought maybe like the chili itself or the nachos would be really popular. Killed the chili dogs. And then we made the Rice Krispie treats. I was going to go live with the Patreon, and I just didn't. It was late, and I was tired. My feet was hurting. It was doing a lot. But I really wanted to make candy apples, and then we pivoted for whatever reason. I don't even know, child, to the caramel apples, and I didn't have caramel. Like we didn't have like the little caramel squares or whatever they're called, the little cubes. And literally, I was like, Karen, I think I have the stuff to make homemade caramel. Like, I'm pretty sure I do. We should just look it up. I'm sure I have all of the stuff. Lo and behold, we had all of the stuff, and we made from scratch caramel. And it was at that point, y'all can't talk to me. It was literally at that point, I was like, seriously, don't ever think you could do me, because we literally just made caramel, and it was delicious. It was so good. And this is the last thing I'm going to say about this whole thing. buy yourself vanilla paste. Anything that requires vanilla extract, toss that. Do vanilla extract. We added vanilla extract to the candied apples. We added vanilla paste to the caramel apples. I think that required it. But to the caramel, I know it absolutely required it. Vanilla paste is such a more like potent flavor profile. And it just makes everything like, I'm so excited to try cookies. I'm actually thinking about doing like a cookie series where I just like try different cookies recipes to see what I want to do for Christmas. But now I'm like, I gotta use the paste. Like, it's literally the best thing ever. So anyway, it was great. We had a really great time. It was a lot of fun putting everything together. My mom with her super safe self got all into it by the end. You know, she was trying to be like, y'all were not raised to celebrate Christmas. To celebrate Halloween. But it was like, you know, this is my thing with all of the holidays, to be honest. We are like family people. It's never really about the holiday itself.
No.
It's really an excuse for my family to get together and for my family to have a good time. And so when people even like Christmas is a pagan holiday, my family's not pagan. Like, this might be the only time that my entire family gets together and creating those memories and spending time together and seeing each other and laughing and joking and eating and, you know, reminiscing on old times. Any excuse to do that with my family, I'm always going to take advantage of. And so the girls came, they had their outfits on. Mel invited, well, actually, it wasn't Mel. McKinley invited. McKinley said they were at the house one of these days, and she was like, Auntie, I'm going to, and mind you, this is what she said to me. There's no precursor to this part of the conversation. Auntie, what I'm going to do is have my mom give you my friends' numbers, their mom's numbers, so you can invite them to the party for me.
Yes. Meanwhile, it was a party. We were going to go, obviously, but like it was a party for like less kids who are older, right, than 9-year-old McKinley. She's like, well,
just...
I have friends too. I don't know if you guys know.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my mom give you my friends, their mom's information, so my friends could also come. And had like a list.
Yes.
It was a list.
I'm like, girl.
So Angel's twins and Amar came over. Actually, that was it.
Yeah. Her other friend was, she had a Halloween thing at her school, so she couldn't come.
So they were there, but just any excuse, you know, my kids' friends, Isaiah's high school friends came over, which they're the OG crew. They're always so sweet. But his college friends came over. Joe's friends came over. So like for me, that's more of what it's about than like the holiday itself. It's just like the opportunity to get everybody together. And then, like I said, Mel did the games. The food was good. The caramel apples were great. Imara made the cookies, which I just want to quickly say, all of you guys who thought that I made those cookies, God bless you.
Oh, the Ghostbuster cookies.
Yes, may your
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Or Beetlejuice. Thank you, girl.
Girl, I said Beethoven.
Who did I say? Ghostbusters? Ciao. Leah just like, both of you are wrong. I wasn't even at the party and I know you're wrong. So all the best to you.
Beethoven.
I don't know why you said Beethoven. At least I was closer. Ghostbusters feels a little more in line. You said Beethoven.
Said because of the B. I said Beethoven. That feels good.
Wrong. Wrong again.
Child, the Beetlejuice cookies. I absolutely did not make those. I could make cookies. I can't do the little hand. That's I'm not doing all that. So anyway, Imara, who is Joshua's fiance, she did those. So anyway, that was and then we did a stop. Joe is doing college applications, and so we stopped by a school this weekend that he really is interested in going to. That was good. We went with my mom as well, so that was cool for her to go. And then yesterday we went looking at houses with my mom. She just wanted to see the expensive real estate that is Los Angeles, California.
That is Los Angeles, child.
And so we went to like 5 or 6 different open houses, and she was literally, this is why doing this is so fun. She's like, I wouldn't live here, Melissa. I don't like this street.
Because that's the reason you wouldn't live here. It's nice to dream. Who cares? Who cares?
That's how I feel. Honestly,
afford it.
We were back there you see how this pool is the entire backyard?
no.
I actually don't like that. So I wouldn't. Yeah, the builder was there in one of the houses, and he had like a butler's kitchen and then the real kitchen. But I actually felt like he didn't need the butler's kitchen because it truncated the actual kitchen and made everything feel short. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why he would do that because I actually feel like it's unnecessary because you shorten the space, and I would prefer the space. Like, we were really in there judging. No desire to move. Interest rates they're lower. They're still very high, and houses in LA are $5 million. So
Literally.
we were just wasting time on a Sunday.
No exaggeration.
Yeah. So anyway, it was great. We had a great time, and we went out to dinner yesterday with Mel afterward, and that was cool too. So that was my weekend.
Before I give this ad, I just I'll add because that was.
Mom is on a plane. Sorry.
Oh, somebody said, well, she's not a co-host.
Yeah.
She went back home.
Yeah, she's back home.
I had a few games planned. I'm going to say this, then do this ad. I had a few games planned, but these teenage boys spent so much time doing this blow out the candle game. And so listen, okay, if you have anything happening that you want to have a game and it involves kids, do this game. I bought a bunch of tea light candles.
It was fun.
Are there tea light candles? So the little ones, and you just line them up, right? You have two, so two people can compete. So one on one side of the table, one on the other. I think at first I only put out 12 candles. You have to stand at the edge of the table, right, in one position, and in one blow, you have to see how many of the candles you can blow out. And it's a competition to see who blows out the most. First of all, one boy was blowing all 12 out. So then we ended up putting 20 out, and he was dang near blowing out 20. And then it was just like, okay, I want to go against you. I want to go for like 45 minutes. They were blowing out candles, and they enjoyed every minute. So if you're looking for a dumb game to keep people busy, I'm actually thinking I'm going to run it back for Christmas because Greg and Kev were not there.
Yeah.
And like Monique's kids were not there.
Yeah.
And I just feel like they're all going to be trying to do this.
Yeah.
And so whatever.
It was fun.
Whatever.
Joe's friends are very competitive. They're not all on the soccer team, but they are truly, he has a very competitive group of friends. His friends are the ones who really enjoyed the Joe Olympics because of the games. Like, they are those type of kids. So this game Mel had them do, and let me do you next.
Yes.
No, you cheated. And da-da-da-da.
Yes.
And I'm coming for you. And like, they're that.
Yes.
It was very serious.
It was
yeah.
hilarious. Before we go to the next segment, I want to tell you that this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. So October 10th, we are nearing the end of October, but October 10th was World Mental Health Day. And this year, all year, whether it's World Mental Health Day or any day of the year, we are saying thank you to our therapists. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind everyone is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can really change people's lives. So this World Mental Health Day, this month, this year, okay, every day, BetterHelp is honoring those connections and the therapists who make them possible while showing how easy it is to get guidance from a licensed therapist online with BetterHelp. So listen, if you're like, why are we thanking our therapist? Maybe you don't have one, or maybe you need a new one. And that is where BetterHelp can come in to help you. When you have a good therapist, you are going to want to show them appreciation. You are going to be thankful and glad that you have this outlet, that you have someone to talk to. And again, like I was just saying, whether it's a safe space to cry or them asking the right question, making you think about something in a different way, or just a small win in any way, it really can change your life. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 10 years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you can switch therapists at any time from their tailored recommendations. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist therapist for you. BetterHelp can help you start the journey. Our listeners get 10% off of their first month at betterhelp.com/GJ.
GJ.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GJ.
Anything else from your weekend?
Uh,
Can you catch us up? Because I know you spent your weekend doing this on. I listened to a podcast episode on what's happening in the NBA.
Oh man. I'm curious what the podcast said.
You want to know? It was an NPR episode I listened to this morning.
Oh, yeah, I do want to know. Tell me first, and then I'll tell you.
Okay, and then you'll fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
So basically, it said that there are two separate issues going on. One is basically he compared it to insider trading. And so what he basically said was that assistant coach this is one of the examples he used, the like faux assistant coach to the Lakers. The player is called player 3, but it seems to be LeBron James. He's not indicted, but
yes,
he's the player.
Yeah.
Basically, from the inside, from the coaching staff, LeBron James isn't going to play a specific game. That faux coach then takes that information and tells they call them co-conspirators in the thing. But the people that are in this like betting ring with him, and then they all bet accordingly, or I guess maybe against the Lakers, knowing that LeBron James isn't going to play. So they're less likely to win. And that would be a problem. I don't remember all the other examples, but that's the one that stuck in my head when he said insider training. I said, okay, I got that. That makes sense to me. That was the first thing. And then the other thing was
illegal poker games.
Yeah. So what he said was there are illegal poker games and they use players to entice people to come in.
Face cards.
Okay. And then they had these machines that when they deal the cards, the dealing of the cards is above board. But the machine could tell you who had the strongest hand.
Yep.
And then that would tell somebody who would tell somebody who would communicate.
Yeah.
And then they would play.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. Basically, yeah. No, the first one is the sports betting, and the reason that all of this matters is because just like insider trading with sports betting, right? Even in places where it is legal, obviously there's a ton of people and companies who have them.
We've done sports betting.
We've done them.
Yeah.
The rule is that you cannot make a bet based on information that is not known to the public, right? That is a strict rule. It's just like literally insider trading and investments and all of that. Anytime you have insider information that is not known to the public, you have an unfair advantage. Everybody else does not have that information, so you can't help yourself, essentially. And so that is the example. He's a faux coach. He actually used to play on the Cavaliers with LeBron James, and now for the last season, 22-23, he was a unofficial coach for the Lakers. Obviously, LeBron plays there. They apparently have like a good relationship, like a friendship type situation. So, as an insider of the NBA and a friend of LeBron, he finds out, LeBron is actually injured and not going to play tonight. There is an injured list, but when the injured list hasn't come out yet and you now have this information, right? What happens is he can then put out to everyone else or put out to the bettors, hey, make this bet because this is going to happen. The reason why that works really to your advantage is before everybody finds that information out and you're the only one making the bet, you can bet high, right? By the time everybody else finds out and people are betting, the numbers are smaller, right? Everybody's knows this now. Yeah. So, but when you bet first and you bet right, you make money. And so that is the advantage that these people were able to have. And so it happened with Damon Jones. That's the kind of faux coach. But there also is a current NBA player, Terry, I can't think of his last name right, Rozier. I'm pretty sure it's Rozier. He is a current player. And he told his homeboy, hey, bet against me because tonight I'm going to get out early.
They said that too.
Quite literally. And then he He had an average at the time of making 20 points a game. And in that particular game, he made 5. And then he got out in the first quarter, did not play again. And so
it's impossible for him to make what he normally.
And what happens is the way that the betting work is that they call it a set line. So it is when you're betting against or for a certain player, you say, I am going to bet that this game they're going to score more or above more points than the set line, more than 20, or they're going to score
his average is historically
less than 20. But if you have that information, you know
it's going to be.
Exactly. You're not going to make them points. And so those were 2 of the examples, but there were a number of examples in the sports betting indictment. And the through line, there was one person who is in every single example. And it was a sports bettor whose name is Fairley. I think Marvis Fairley. He is all over the Instagram, first of all, child. But he is a sports bettor, and he seems to be like the NBA players and the coach and all of that. They were mentioned in those 2 specific examples. But let's say there's 5 or 6 examples. Those are the only 2 they are mentioned in, and 1 each. This Marvis Fairley guy is mentioned in all of them. And so it seems like the feds are really after the sports betting guy. And after the Marvis Fairley, there's a second guy, Shane Hennon, I think is his name. He is mentioned next the most after Fairley. So it seems, again, they are mentioned. I'm sure they'll be banned and never able to work for the NBA again because that's kind of what happens. However, these other 2 guys, it seems like they are the people the feds are really after, this kind of like scheme that's going on, because they were getting information from all kinds of people connected to the NBA and then using it to make their bets. And then the illegal poker game, the NBA people mentioned Chauncey Billups, who is a current coach. And then there was another NBA
Chauncey's
player
a current coach
for Portland.
Wasn't he a player?
He was a player.
I didn't know he was a current coach.
For Portland, yep. So I'm pretty sure, yeah. And there was another player that's mentioned whose name is slipping me right now. But anyway, they are mentioned only as the face cards. Basically,
But did
crime
they
families,
on the podcast today? They actually said, were they also getting
a cut? Yes. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
At first, I thought they were just like innocently put on as an attraction fixture until they said that today.
They signed up to get their cut. But they were, the people who were organizing and putting this on were members of crime families, a.k.a. the mafia. But they've members.
Gentrified it is how I feel about that. Because we all know what the mafia, what the heck is a crime family? Gentrified
families
the
of
name.
Crime. But basically they have these members of these crime families who put on these poker games, right? And so in order to do so, they get these face cards, these celebrities, to entice other wealthy people to play. Look who we got. We got big money at the table. That makes other wealthy people say, I'm signing up. Let's play. What the wealthy people don't know is that the face cards, as well as the mafia people and everybody else on the cheating team, are cheating. They have these shuffler machines that, like Liz said, it predicts, or it not even predicts, it tells you who has the best hand after the cards have been dealt. There is a person off site who is monitoring, right, who is operating that, but like from a distance. They get that information from the machine. They then communicate that to one of the people at the table, like on the phone or however, and then that person at the table does signals to the other players, the other cheater players, to tell them who has the best cards and how to play. So that's one way. The other thing is they were marking the cards with invisible ink, and then the cheating players were wearing glasses or contact lenses that could see the invisible markings on they also had some trays that were like X-ray trays that could read the cards. It was very intense.
This is so advanced and like high tech, and like this is why I know I could never be a mafia crime family, because I will forget to put my contacts in.
Listen,
y'all will be giving me signs and I'll be like, I'm supposed to be able to read that, ain't I? I forgot I was cheating.
What was that for? Remind me. Can we go to the bathroom?
I was just about to say, is it possible that we could do a potty break? I need to.
You gotta go.
Matter of fact, before we do that, assistant, can you run back to my house and get my contacts off my dresser? I left them there.
I actually can't see. Yes, it was the other thing is the involvement of these crime families is that when people lose big, right? Because these are wealthy people. One guy lost 1.8 million. People are losing hundreds of thousands.
People?
I know. I was like, y'all got that? But when people are losing, if you don't pay, the crime families come visit you.
Is this giving Rico?
I mean, yeah, that's how Rico started.
That's how I feel like this is giving
Absolutely.
Rico.
Yes, honey.
This is organized.
Organized crime. They use organized all up and through that indictment too. But the crime families would pull up to be like, no, I don't want to have to beat your ass, but you know what? You owe us 1.8 now. You
Because that's
lost
a lot
at
of
the
money.
table.
Yeah, that's a lot of
want our
money to lose. And then my thing is, what would you think would happen if you didn't pay $1.8 million?
Like, they're not going to forget.
You think that they're just going to write it? It's a tax write-off? Like, I'm so confused what you thought was going to happen.
Yes.
Yes, we finna pull up. I'm finna kill you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you
want
mean?
my money.
What did you think?
Yeah, basically.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
You want to be a crime family? No, because you're not. What is it called? You're not testifying against me, and you are testifying against me.
Did you hold on?
This is why I don't want to be in your crime family no more. I don't want to be in your crime family
because
no more.
you just said you're gonna be at the table asking if you can run back to the house. Why would I want to do any crimes with you at all? Absolutely.
I would still protect you. I would be
you're
like,
gonna do
listen,
a terrible job.
No,
you're gonna be
yes, I
on
would.
the stand like Mel. Hey, it's gonna be like Woody when Woody's on the stage.
No.
Wait, listen. When Woody was on the stand and they asked him, did Thug like? I think it was Quan or something, and he was like, I don't know. Ask him, Thug. Did you like? Sir,
First of all, I would never say that.
you
I would
can't do that from the stand.
Yes, I would. But you know what? First of all, I wouldn't ask you that. They would say, do you like Quan? And I would say,
You finna make a bad joke. You would do that. You would do that then too. See, you wouldn't be good because you would be. This is how you would be, and I would be like, "Can we get a plea deal?
how you do the hit the Quan dance?
Hit the Quan."
That's what I would say.
See, no, I can't even do no crime with you. I'm absolutely.
Is there a
asking for
Y
plea
in
deal.
here that can tell me how to do the hit the Quan dance?
Hit the Quan. You got to do the hit the Quan.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
With the arms.
I would never testify. I would be up there cracking jokes. I would be Cardi B.
You would not be Cardi B. You would not be Cardi B. Melissa would be crying. It's perimenopause.
Oh my God.
Wait, no.
Oh my
wait.
God.
It's my sister. She does the games.
One thing about me, I'm gonna be up there crying.
We would both
So
be
what are we
in
gonna
jail.
do for Christmas if she's in prison?
We would be in jail. In jail.
This is gonna ruin everything.
See, yeah, exactly.
We weren't even gonna use the money for bad. I was gonna stimulate the economy.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now I got to be up there like, no, I don't. Please.
Can we blow out candles?
See,
I feel like that would make us all collectively
The judge would put
feel
you
better.
in jail immediately. All of your attorneys would quit. I don't know why we got there, but I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you about our next sponsor, which is Little Spoon. You know that moment when it's almost 6 p.m., the kids are hungry. We were just talking about this at the beginning of this podcast. And you're staring into the fridge, holding half a snack pouch, 2 grapes, and 0 dinner plan. Doesn't this sound familiar? Yeah, I've been there more times than I'd like to admit. Maybe not, though. Turns out parenthood doesn't come with a meal plan. That's why I've stopped stressing over last minute meals and started using Little Spoon, today's episode sponsor. They deliver real food for babies, toddlers, and big kids straight to your door, so mealtime actually feels easy. Literally, since we were just talking about this, because of the way that I eat, Little Spoon is actually perfect.
Yes.
For my family, because when I don't eat, I do make sure that my kids do. That is for sure. They have these little dippers. They have some oat bakes, and they have some. The dipsters actually is what I'm talking about. They're like you can dip pretzels in the little sauce that they have. And my children, and fruit rips. That was the other one I was trying to think of. Micaiah in particular, because she loves to snack, these Little Spoon snacks have been so... Actually, Greg be eating them too. he's an adult, but these are for kids, but it's all good. Micaiah and Greg love these snacks. They've just been so convenient for them to quickly grab and not harass me while I am making my video and, minding my business. So at my house, those are the things that we have been loving. My kids have been loving. They also have the Chicken Dunkers Lunchers that Micaiah loves as well. And McKinley loves that one too. The recipes are made with pediatricians, packed with hidden veggies, and somehow my kids still ask for seconds. Everything's made with real ingredients, no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or dyes. It's the rare combo of convenience and healthy. And the exciting announcement is that Little Spoon is now in Target. So on your next diaper run, you can also grab baby and kids snacks, pouches, yogurt smoothies, and bars. Plus, Target has an exclusive frozen line. Think their cult favorite chicken nuggets, meatballs, and sliders. Find them in the snack and freezer aisles. We are obsessed. Little Spoon is the mealtime hack parents can't stop talking about. Try their no-prep, nutrient-packed meals and snacks for babies, toddlers, and big kids. Get 50% off of your first online order at littlespoon.com/GJ50.
GJ50.
With code GJ50 at checkout. That's Little Spoon, LITTLESPOON.com/GJ50. And don't forget to use our show's code for 50% off of your first order online. When you order online, use our code. Get some snacks for your kids, and you'll enjoy.
All right, and we also want to tell you about Cure. I work out. She's a gym girly now. And one of the things that you realize is the importance of hydration to your body. And did you know water is not enough? You definitely need like some electrolytes in there. But sports drinks normally are loaded with calories and sugar, even coconut water and other hydration mixes. But Cure is different because it's only 25 calories and 0 added sugar. Okay, there's multiple flavors. I actually want to tell you about the flavors. There's berry pomegranate, blood orange, watermelon, peach tea, lemonade, tropical punch, all of these different flavors. And tropical punch is one of my favorites, actually. The Cure difference, it's the cleanest way to hydrate. There's 0 added sugar, only 25 calories. It's refreshing and delicious to taste. I like mine super, 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 super cold. All right. Again, the flavors: berry pomegranate, strawberry kiwi, lemonade, watermelon, tropical punch, blood orange, and lime. You can even sometimes I add the packets into my smoothies actually as well. It's a perfect way to start your day. Morning boost, electrolytes for your workout, or something to keep you going during the day. All right. Hydration goes beyond just drinking water. It is replenishing the electrolytes we lose through sweat, sleep, alcohol, and daily activities. Water alone isn't enough to do the job. That's why we need you to try Cure, the electrolyte drink mix that tastes as amazing as it makes you feel. For the Gin and Juice listeners, Cure is offering 20% off your first order. Stay hydrated and feel your best by visiting curehydration.com/GJ.
GJ.
And use promo code GJ at checkout. That's curehydration.com/GJ. And use code GJ for 20% off your first order.
Hi, Melissa and Mel. This is Crystal. I would like to pop the trunk on my 15-year-old son. This kid he's a good kid, good grades, extracurriculars, sports, never been in any trouble or real trouble, But it's something about the tone of voice sometimes when I ask him a question or I tell him to do something. The words are never disrespectful, but it's the tone that he uses when he's responding to me. Like I'm bothering him, which makes me mad. So last night, I tell this child to take the trash out. I tell him to take the trash out. I go on about my evening. I go to bed. I wake up this morning, the trash isn't taken out. So I wake him up and I'm like, hey, I told you last night to take the trash out, so I'm fussing because I'm upset now. I don't actually do nothing. I actually take the trash out. So I'm just fussing at him, and then this kid looks at me and says, "Why are you yelling? Why are you so mad? It's not that big of a deal," which pisses me off even more. And so now, not only do not take the trash out, but now you're trying to make me feel like I'm crazy for being upset that you didn't take the trash out like I told you. And then you have me wondering, am I overreacting? Should
hilarious.
was it not a big deal? So I'm popping the trunk on this kid because He pisses me off on just for little things. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Tone matters.
Absolutely.
Tone matters, and you can read disrespect
Yeah, absolutely.
in tone.
And because kids know that they can't just outright be disrespectful, I feel like that is their creative way of still getting the point across. Like, I know I can't be like, shut up talking to me. So instead, I'm going to be like, why are you yelling?
Because it's really not that big of a deal.
Because it's not that big of a deal.
First
See,
of all, it
you're
is a
trying
big
to be
deal
cute.
because you're hard head.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's why it's a big deal.
100%.
Because you're not listening. Because I asked you to do something. And then that's how it evolves. Because all I asked you to do was take the trash out. You don't do nothing else
In this house.
in this house. I do everything.
Yes.
And all I asked you to do is take the trash out. And you want to ask me, why am I yelling?
And now we've been here for 40 minutes because I have to yell at you about
Yeah.
all the other things that you should have been doing.
Yeah. Because
100%.
remember why I'm asking you questions when you asked me to take you to the
Absolutely.
game. When you asked me to go to your friend's house.
It's these children. It's not you, girl.
It's not you. You didn't overreact. We're also black moms, and we don't know how to not overreact. We went to Joe's, Lord have mercy, I feel so bad for this boy. We went to Joe's school this weekend, and he is working with this lady that is helping him do his college application. And Joe be trying to save people, and I don't always like that because I be wanting to have conversations, but I'm trying to not like embarrass him. So I think that this woman is putting into his head that he can't get into certain schools.
Oh.
Right or wrong, I don't want you to have those conversations with him.
Yeah.
Like he should be realistic, yes, but like let him have a dream school as
absolutely.
well. Like I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And so as we're walking around, he's telling us like, I don't know, I don't really feel like I could get into this school, you know, whatever. And I'm like, is she putting that in your mind?
That's hilarious.
Because if she is, I'm going to talk to her about that.
Yeah.
I hired her to help you write this essay, not to dictate to you what schools you should apply to.
Yeah.
That's not her job. She shouldn't be telling you that. I don't want her influencing you and telling what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
That's not her job.
Yeah.
My mom is there. So mom is also like, absolutely, 100%. My mom used to tell the kids when they were younger, greatness is in you. So she's like, greatness is in you. She doesn't need to tell you that. You could do everything that you could put your mind to. I realized in this moment that we are both being black moms.
Absolutely.
So I
Doubling
said,
down.
yeah. So he's in the middle. I said, Mom, go on that side so he can hear us from both
Why
sides.
would you do that? Why would you encourage
Because now
that
I'm leaning
action?
in.
No.
Because now I'm leaning in. And
Poor
so
child.
Mom goes in, I go in. And so Joe at the end says, why do y'all want this woman to be the person telling me these things so bad?
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That is, oh, Leah, can we get a napkin?
Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
She's not the one who is telling me this. And I'm like, well, how do you know? He's like, because I read their on college websites, they have like their application
Right, yes.
requirements. So then to be a smart aleck, we're doing the tour. And he asked it's a student-led tour. So he asked the students, they're, sophomores, juniors, whatever. Do you mind me asking, when you guys were accepted into the school, what were your college your high school GPAs? And the guy says, weighted or unweighted? And Joe was like, what, both? He goes, weighted? Probably a 5.0.
Wow.
Well, Joe, why you got me at the school anyway? Why you got me here anyway? If you know the requirement to get in is a doggone 5.0.
What is weighted anyway?
I don't even know.
I'm like, what?
It's
What?
like, it's a way for them to
Just
like standardize grade point averages because I think different schools have different.
everybody just
I
don't
don't
have
exactly
a 4.0
know.
scale.
Apparently
people
not.
doing?
And so they tried to like standardize it. And so what he basically was saying was that he had a 4.0
Yes.
in high school.
Yeah.
And then his weighted was 5.0 and the other little girl, hers was the same. And I was like, I actually really don't care. I don't want nobody discouraging you.
It don't matter what the requirements are.
I don't want nobody discouraging
What are
you.
Jesus' requirements?
Correct. And what
did
do you want to do?
Who did he make you to be?
Correct.
Maybe if he wants you here.
Because you could probably put in your application that you could try harder and meet the standard that is this school.
Absolutely.
And you just haven't applied yourself because you haven't felt challenged. You can make that your extenuating circumstance to compensate for your non 4.0 grade point average. All I'm saying is I don't want this woman trying to tell you, and I don't care, she's not the villain. He was like, why?
She the villain today.
Why do y'all want her to be the villain so bad? It's not her. I had read he was Cardi B. I seen it.
I seen it, and she could protect the building.
Oh my God. It was very, very, very hilarious. And he's absolutely who Josiah Fredericks is. He just cracks me up. He always does that though. He be trying to like check somebody and not be. I actually don't care what you have to say because I still said what I said. That's not her job. That's not her place.
Wait, before we play this next one, I meant to say this and I had to just go with it. But McKinley, I was struggling with this decision. McKinley got invited to a birthday party of a girl in her class. Did I tell you this? Maybe I did. She did a while. The mom gave the invitation early, okay? And I was like, you want to go? McKinley's like, yes. Okay, cool. That's where you'll go on that day. As the day gets closer, McKinley, actually what happened is she got in trouble. And so as her mother, I was like, you do this again, you're not going to go to that birthday party. And then she was like, I'm not even her friend anymore. I don't want to go. And I was like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, so now, gagged me, right? So now I pivot because now I'm curious what happened. So I'm like, can't even yell at you anymore about what you're in trouble for. So I'm like, well, what happened? So she goes into how she feels about the girl. The girl did something to one of her friends, whatever. And so now I'm in this dilemma because I'm like, so you really don't like her, or do you? Should you not go? Like I was struggling, right? So we still had time. So I just kept checking in, like, you still don't like that girl? Her birthday coming up. Do you want to go? You still don't like that girl? So the day before the birthday party, I was like, hey, listen, because I had RSVP'd. I did it early. So I'm like, hey, the party's tomorrow. Do you want to go to this girl's party? Like, and I'm like, do I make you go? But if you guys are not friends, you shouldn't go. Yes. And if you feel strongly about not being her friend because of the story, she told me the girl was like being mean. And she was like, I just don't feel like she should be mean to people for no reason. And I'm like, I agree. And I don't want to teach you otherwise. But also we RSVP'd. And like, do you really not like her? Is this like a little like fourth, third grade? Like, oh, I don't like you today, but I'm going to be your friend tomorrow. How do I un-RSVP? Hey, our kids don't like each other anymore. I don't know if you know. And I feel like it'll be weird to go to your kid. Like I had so many problems. So I just said nothing and didn't go.
I was going to ask you, what was the final result?
I actually intended to text the lady, but I probably was working on a daggone lawsuit. So I forgot. And then I looked up like, oh, shoot. Well, it's 3:00 now and started at 1. Oh, guess we missed it. It was so awkward. It was very uncomfortable. I did not know what to do, but
I think you made the right decision outside of not texting the mom.
I should have texted her, right? Yeah, but should I have told her our friends aren't?
No. Something came up. For sure, something came up. Just a real good something came up.
So sorry.
She's listening to this podcast right now. And
sorry.
Now she knows why.
I was sad because I was looking forward to this is the first birthday party from her new school that she got invited to. So I was looking forward to like, oh, we can be around your new friends. I can like meet some of the moms so you can like hang out with them. I can see who you're becoming friends with, but like not that one. Oh. Anyway.
McKinley has the best stories. My kids never had great stories. McKinley has the best stories.
Oh my gosh. Every day she's like, let me tell you what happened. This boy, Travis, he did this thing. I'm like, oh my God, girl, what are you even talking about?
Oh, it'd be cracking me up. Her and Mariah has good stories too. Mm-hmm. Mariah has very good stories. I'd be all in. Please tell me more. Mm-hmm. I'd be feeling like when Mel worked at Netflix, I would never met these people a day in my life. Oh my God, I never met any of Melanie's coworkers. No, that's not true. Actually, one time I went with you somewhere. Was it Black at Netflix or something?
Yeah, you did go to one of the events.
And I was like, oh, you're... Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I got it. Tell me your
place.
name. Yup, you are.
That's-
Okay, I remember.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is funny. When you finally meet somebody else has talked about for so long,
Yes.
you're like,
Oh, and you don't look anything how
Nice
I
to
imagine.
meet
You're
you.
so tall.
She talks about you all the time.
I didn't think you would be tall. Like
Little rude
literally.
self.
Yes.
All right, we can go to the next one.
Hi, Mel. Hi, Liz. I am popping the trunk probably on several things. So you might hear my voice a few different times on a different things today. But right now, I'm popping the trunk on why everything has to be a subscription because this is going to start out depressing. So my great aunt passed away. And I'm co-executor for a estate, and it's been a lot with my family. But the other person I'm executor with is 70, and they are not tech savvy. And to put it in perspective, I'm 29. And so we were at her house, at my great aunt's house, trying to be like, let's go through this paperwork. We might need to print some things. Well, we'll just use her printer to print. Tell me why
You do.
the printer wouldn't print until we paid this monthly subscription for
I think it's
the printer service through HP or the ink or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it did have ink and it did have paper and it was connected to the internet, but it's not going to print unless you pay me them this money for this monthly thing. Like, what is that? Like, why is there a subscription for everything? Why do I need a subscription for Microsoft? Why do I need a subscription to print from my printer in my house, in my own office? Like, I'm popping the trunk.
Of all the subscriptions, that one in particular
I don't get it.
does not make any sense. And I hate America because we just have to like deal with it.
Yes.
And it's like, bruh, literally 7-10 years ago, this did not exist. You just bought a printer and it worked with your ink. You had to buy the ink, sure, but like requiring me to now subscribe, this is
Dumb.
the craziest.
Capitalism.
It's capitalism like no other. Like, are you guys kidding me? It is so dumb.
This is why America, like, I know in New York with the mayor race, affordability has become like the central part of the campaigns.
Yeah.
But I feel like America has an affordability problem. We are taxed as Americans left, right, up and down, every which
Everything.
way.
Yes.
I feel like they are taxing us, or like we're having to pay for things out of the yin yang, but the payment, the income that Americans receive
Does
are not at the same level
No.
to offset how expensive, not only how expensive things are, but the fact that we have to pay for literally, you can't go to a grocery store and get bags, they're 10 cents.
Oh my gosh.
You can't go to a fast food restaurant and ask for extra sauce, it's 50 cents. Like literally everything costs.
And more places beyond just grocery stores, at least in California, are starting to charge you for bags.
I noticed that too.
H&M charged me. Burlington
Yep.
charged me. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yes.
It was just the grocery stores, which was insane enough. But now we are reaching retail.
It makes no sense. And the other part about it that I actually think is why it's all a scam for real. In your like cost of doing business, there is
Yes.
an embedded fee
Exactly.
for things like the bags.
Exactly.
For things like the sauces.
Yeah.
So it's already embedded into the price of the burger.
Yes.
It's already embedded into the cost of the shirt.
Yeah.
But then you are double taxing the consumer
It's so crazy.
to pay for the item outright and pay for the invisible embedded
Yes.
cost that's in the burger,
Yes.
the shirt, the jeans, the whatever.
It's insane.
And then we can't afford health care.
Man, we can't afford nothing.
And we can't afford housing.
And SNAP is going away. And
And
people,
SNAP.
and the kids are going to be hungry. I'm very concerned about this SNAP thing.
And
There are
Thanksgiving is coming
children.
up.
Yes.
And the holidays, like people already
People
barely
are gonna
can
be
afford.
I'm so concerned about this. Someone do something, John.
No, we literally, we need John.
Somebody has to do something.
Yeah, we need John for sure. Remember that man did that pop the trunk and said he watched that movie and he thought it was a ha funny.
Oh, man. And he was... Surprise. Surprise. John Q is
That is
not.
one of my favorite Pop the Trunk. Because that man turned that movie on expecting to ha kiki.
And that is not that. We have taken that quote and flipped it, okay? We give you no context here. And now you go in unexpecting that.
Oh my God. That is hysterical. Yes, living in America. I hate it. Everything is so expensive. People thought I was playing. No, the houses we went looking at yesterday, $5 million homes. I mean, of course, they're very luxury homes.
Yeah.
But when you look at the square footage in other places, they're not $5 million homes.
Not at all.
Again, we're dream shopping, but like the point still remains.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so expensive, and
Indeed.
I'm tired of all of it.
The last sponsor of this episode that I want to tell you about is Cozy Earth. Okay. Cozy Earth is one of my faves because I have enjoyed many of things from them. Okay. I've enjoyed the bubble cuddle blanket. It has like little bubbly things on it. I love a blanket anyway. It doesn't matter how many I have in my house. If you're giving me a blanket as merch, as a gift, I'm going to keep it and I'm going to love it and use it and be snuggled up. So their bubble cuddle blanket is absolutely one of my favorite like throw blankets that I've been using. I also have, I've told you guys about their sheets. Literally the best sheets I've had, even after washing. They are incredibly soft. I cannot even tell you how much I love them. Greg also huge fan, and he doesn't always like soft sheets. Particularly like the satiny ones. That's not his jam. And these
satin slide.
These are not that. These are amazing. So this is my personal experience. I'm telling you, I am a huge fan of Cozy Earth. I used to use and wear their like lounge sets because they're really cute, but also really comfortable. There was like a dress I had that I just like would run even to make a grocery store run because it looked presentable to be out of the house, but also was just massively comfortable and cute. So I'm a huge fan. Let me tell you a few other things about Cozy Earth. They have a 100-night sleep trial. So you can try them out. And if you don't love them, you can return them hassle-free. They also have a 10-year warranty because once you feel this level of comfort, you'll want it to last at least a decade. And that is a 10-year warranty is not something you come across very often. So Black Friday has come early at Cozy Earth. Right now, you can stack our code GJ on top of their site-wide sale, giving you up to 40% off in savings. That's CozyEarth.com, code GJ for up to 40% off in savings. The deals will not last, so start your holiday shopping today. And if you get a post-purchase survey, be sure to mention that you heard about Cozy Earth right here on this podcast. It low-key could be a perfect gift while we playing. Black Friday is coming up, and if you gonna do some sales, you can buy something from them, and whoever you give it to, whether you keep it or give it away, I promise you they're gonna love it. So wrap the ones you love in luxury with Cozy Earth.
We're going to go into the TV. You want to start with this doggone Love is Blind,
Let's
child.
talk about Love is Dumb.
Love should be canceled.
I think every season we're arriving at the point, right? Like it's becoming more and more obvious that this show should no longer exist. Nobody got married. So I think we need to revisit what was in the original pitch deck for the show. What was the goal that you guys were trying to accomplish when you made this? I think everyone should go look at that, because if it was that people would find their happily ever after and then you have a season in which no one does, I think it's a sign to reevaluate. So if you haven't watched Love is Blind, this is your spoiler. I already said it, but I'm going to say it again. Nobody got married.
No one.
Then people didn't like each other.
No.
And I am in agreement with all of that.
The one, and that's actually the crazy part, is there's not even a suggestion that someone should have gotten married.
No.
Or like someone made the wrong decision.
No.
None of them should have gotten married. The one person that pissed me off the most was Sparkly Megan.
Megan. Oh my.
She pissed me off the most because I feel like she gaslit that man the entire
Do you?
season. I do. I feel like sometimes we can force ourselves to believe something,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to a point where you recognize, I don't believe this.
Yeah. Yes.
And so the man didn't have no money
He didn't.
the whole time you
He
had been
sure
knowing
didn't.
him. You pressed to meet the man's son.
Yeah, she met the baby.
What you said earlier, you made the condition the son had a sign.
She did.
From
She
above.
did.
To the point where, honestly, I could imagine the man was convinced
Yes.
she has to be all in.
Yeah.
She is feeling this strongly that it could provide this
Mm-hmm.
false sense of security that we're going to make it. And then all of a sudden, you're just kind of like, we're so different.
We're so different.
You know what I mean?
He
Like
sat
when
on
I
that
think
couch
about
like,
it.
I don't think we're different.
Yes, because he was trying to like, girl, I'm all in now.
Oh.
But you know what I mean? We're when I think about it, you're white, but like low key, I'm white. So different.
Well, no. What she said is, we're so different because you're a broke boy and I'm rich. And we will never be on the same playing field. That man said, but like you got 5 years on me. And she was like, you'll still be broke in 5 years. She didn't say that. She said, I don't know what's going to happen in a year and a half or two. Sure.
Because I could be making even more money
But-
and you could be broker.
But you're still a broke boy.
She said we are knights. What are ships
passing
in the night? Baby, you knew I worked.
You could eat the
I
same
told you that.
food every single day. I'm an adventurous eater. I said, what? Girl, is that where we are? You could do the same thing every single day. I love to leave the house and travel. You're too broke to travel. You're too simple to travel. We're never going to make it. I'm going to be miserable. So, thanks for introducing me to your kid.
It's been so fun.
You can stay in your 1-bedroom apartment by yourself.
I'm done here. I just don't think it was fair. I really don't. I think that this is why honestly, I say that it is really important to like the idea in like Black church at least is like date with the intent to marry. I actually don't believe that. I think you should date with the intent to get to know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because with every person that you date, you should be able to say, I know I have to be with someone that makes as much money as me.
Yeah.
Because one of the issues was flexibility. Having the flexibility of life to pick up and go and travel and do
Yeah.
whatever is actually really important to me. You have to know that about yourself. Otherwise, you find yourself 6 weeks or however long Love is Blind is, 4 weeks, whatever it is, trying to convince yourself
Yeah.
and thereby hurting this man that I love you and I want to be with you, only to come to the conclusion there
No, I
is
don't.
nothing about you or your lifestyle that's compatible with the way that I want to live my life.
Yeah.
That's not fair. He's a casualty in your learning process because you thought, I'm going to marry this man.
Yeah, but how else are you? Wait, so what are you saying? You're just saying the show shouldn't exist for that reason.
Well-
Because what you're saying is that people have to date in order to learn that. And so she was trying that.
No,
that's what,
because this show is about marriage.
All right.
So when you're dating in the pods,
Yes.
these are the questions that he said to you, and she should have said, not going to work for me. He's a broke boy.
She should have. But the other thing I think that sucks what you know about Love is Blind is that the people are on there to do something they haven't done before. So I feel like people go on that show low-key gaslighting themselves into
True.
believing that what they like and what they've been attracted to all of their life is not what they want. When the reality is you have a pattern because that's what you like. You don't
Right.
keep going to the same thing because you don't like it. And I understand wanting to try something else, but at the end of the day, every time this happens, it don't be working.
Yeah, but I think you can still go on. For example, let's use Lauren and Cameron as an example because they're our gold star here.
All
right.
right.
Cam could be, I don't know this to be true. This is for the sake of conversation.
Yes.
Let's assume Cam, because of what we see, is literally everything Lauren ever wanted in a man,
Okay.
but he is white.
Okay.
That would be a difference where like the things that I actually liking a man, he has the flexibility. He has the money. This is a made up person now. He has the flexibility I'm looking for. He has the money that I'm looking for. He has these things that I'm looking for. He's a very attractive man. He's just not in black skin.
Yeah.
That, I feel like you can make that work. But if you're like, actually, this flexibility
I
is
feel
important.
like that actually
honestly,
would be-
it could be anywhere. Because honestly, the problem with the show is you also could have someone that has everything you're looking for, like the white lady that was with the Asian man, and she was like, "There is no world in which I will be
that's what
attracted to
I'm
this
saying.
Asian man."
I feel like that. What happened? This is my opinion. Also, let me just say, I don't know his financial situation. I'm saying she called him a broke boy. Listen, when I say broke boy, that's in Glitter Megan's words.
He
Not
didn't have
my
the
words.
financial freedom and flexibility that he needed. I think he was just a regular.
She made a lot of money and he
Didn't make enough.
didn't make as much as she wanted him to make. But what I'm saying is one of the reasons that she went with him, or so she said, is because she was used to Mike. She used to men with money who can match her. And she be getting hurt. So here she was. That's what she said. I can't. And remember when they even met, she was like, too many times I've seen this, basically. So here she is trying to try this simple guy. Like, here's a simple
Cancel
guy
the
who
show.
doesn't need much, who doesn't want much. Let me try you. Actually, no. So anyway, I
cancel the show. Maybe Americans aren't doing it right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, because maybe the reality is we're not as open-minded as the show would require you to be in order to find someone.
I don't feel like you should be as open-minded, though. I feel
Well, then
like
that's
you
the
have
premise
to-
of the show.
That's why it should be canceled. I think that's where we arrive every single
Well,
season,
Chad, I
is
think
that
I'm
the
right.
reality is you have a preference because you have a preference. And acting
Yes,
as if
someone
you
said
don't.
you have to understand where your flexibilities are, which is what
That's
I'm
good.
saying is I don't think the damage in the show to me is because it's for the intent of marriage.
Yes.
When you go into a relationship and you're just dating and you let it evolve into whatever it'll be, whether that's marriage or you break up, whatever it will be, of course you'll be hurt, but at least you're not thinking this
Yeah.
is my person, I'm going to get
Yeah.
married with you. The problem with the show is that thinking you're going to be my forever person. And mind you, one of the things that I actually find really troublesome about this show is right before I'm finna tell you that I don't want to be married to you, I'm also going to say I love you.
Oh, man, it's so bizarre.
I'm also going to tell your mama in
Everybody.
the backstage.
They do it
you
every
raised
time.
an amazing human being.
He's amazing. I
I
love him.
love him.
I truly love
I
him.
truly do.
No,
But I will not be marrying him.
I don't.
Because I actually feel like he lied to me and he is an alcoholic and he parties too much.
Oh, man.
But if you would take literally everything about him and make it not, I love him.
Well, speaking of Anton and Annalise Keaton, whatever that girl's name is, Annalisa, I don't know her name. Elise, I don't know her name. But listen, speaking of them two, I don't know why he said all excitedly, I do. That girl said, I think we know everything we need to know about each other for this decision. Right before that. Wasn't it? It was right before.
Yeah,
It was
right
before
before
he
that.
said that I do. I said, well, that's her no right there. How come he didn't take that side?
I don't understand that. Also, it be feeling very like manipulative. Like
Yes.
I don't understand, and I'm sure the producers are like, "Don't tip your hand," but it just sets people up for like the okie doke. Like
Yes.
you get on that stage and really be thinking, "I'm finna get married to my forever person," and they be like, "I love you. I love you so much. You're such an amazing human being, and I've had such an amazing journey with you. I just want it to end."
Well, what trips me out is they'll be like, it doesn't have to end all the way. We don't have to get married. But I'm like, if
I'm done
we
with you.
got to the altar and it's the timeline. No, it's not. We ain't supposed to be together. You know that. And they be trying to let you off soft. And that's what, no, girl.
We're
if her
done.
name is her name only Allie?
It is a longer name.
I thought it was longer. Okay. That's the only reason why I thought it was longer and I don't remember. But okay, let's talk about KB and Edmund.
It's such mixed reviews, right? What are your thoughts?
His 5th grade teacher showed up, but his mom did not.
Well, because what was she doing?
He said just personal. And I was like, it's like nobody was there from his family.
Nobody.
And I felt like that's because they all probably are concerned. they probably are like, this is not right, Edmund. I know you're really excited to have sex
It's
tonight.
really too bad.
You should say, this is not it, honey. And the teacher was just giving it all away like,
I know.
you were in my 5th grade class just on my nerves, but you taught me that I can teach boys that won't sit down. I can do it. I said, what?
I hate they had this man on the show.
Why did
I
they
really
do this to this
I
man?
hate they had this man on the show. Oh my God, I hate it so much. Oh,
It was so bad. But I tell you, I like KB. I like the language that she uses. I'm a fan of her, the way she communicates. I think it's very effective.
I thought
And she
they were
requires
trying
it
to
back.
villainize her. Sparkle Megan
Yes.
was more of a villain to me than
Yes.
KB was.
I agree.
I thought KB handled it as well as she could have.
Yes.
I really, really do.
Yes.
And honestly, Edmund handled it really well.
He did. That baby was sad.
But crushed.
He said,
But
I'm not okay, but I have to say I'm okay, but I'm not okay. I was
Yeah.
like, that's true.
I
It's
just don't
honest.
think that he shouldn't have been cast.
No, he really shouldn't have.
That it makes me really sad that they cast this man on the
At
show.
one point, sorry, I
Go
interrupted.
ahead.
At one point, she said, actually, I think it was when he was saying I'm not okay. And she said, and I'm really sorry that I'm the reason you're not okay. And I was like, I love this. I love how like good you are at communicating as like very directly as well. Like I just felt it was so meaningful.
Yeah.
But he was just not. He shouldn't have
been cast.
there.
Someone said, I think the B comment made her a villain, which I agree.
Oh.
Which it's
Okay.
never, name calling is never.
No, I
okay.
agree. Yeah.
I think when she removes herself from trying to see him as a love partner, like a marriage partner, a life partner, and she taps into her like, what is she, a social worker?
I think that's what she said.
I think when she taps into that role, I think that's when we see the like compassion and the way that she
Yes.
communicates with him. That's really like impressive because her patience is much longer.
Yeah.
I think when she tried to deal with him on like, I want you to be my life partner,
Yeah.
I think that fuse
Yeah.
was shorter.
Yeah.
And I don't think, again, name calling's not okay ever.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably where she was like going back and forth. And I think once you realize, oh, we'll never have like a quote unquote normal relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know a better word for that. Then you realize this isn't going to work.
Yeah. And because I'm responding to you saying normal, I think even beyond like quote unquote normal, again, it goes back to preference, right? People have a preference in partner and the way that they will interact with their partners. They have standards, they have like, and that's if you prefer to interact and like, if you're okay with your husband behaving in one way, that's your business.
Yeah.
But if the way that I operate and what I honestly find attractive is to interact and have a husband who behaves a different way, at the end of the day, I'm never going to be able to get with you because of your style.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that is what that really was clear the whole time, is that the way she expects and is attracted to in a man and the way he behaves and interacts with her is just different than who Edmund is. And so they were just never, it felt like they were never going to match.
No, they were never aligned. Someone said
Anyway.
she should have left earlier, and I actually agree with that.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't know why she didn't. Who knows the specific reasons she was trying, if she was, I don't know. But if there was a world in which it didn't have to happen, honestly, the no's that happen at the altar, I think, are just humiliation rituals.
I agree. To that point, Glitter Megan, I said, you know what?
At least
you did it at the
very
house.
least. I agree.
Y'all knew when y'all was putting them dresses on this morning that y'all was
Correct.
gonna say no
I
at
agree.
that. And KB knew that. She
I
knew
agree.
she was she could have did it at the
100%.
house, especially with how fragile he
He
already
is.
had been.
100% agree.
With her. It was clear that he was very sensitive about this. It was very meaningful for him. I agree. You could have did that at the house, girl. You coulda did that. At the house.
I actually think that maybe it's true for some, But I don't really be believing that people be like, up until this very moment, I didn't know what I was
No.
going to do. I don't be believing that. I think you have been new and you have made up your mind. I believe that Allie, the girl that was with the alcoholic, I think she been
She
new.
wanted to leave that man 2 weeks ago.
Correct. I think KB knew very early on. I think she clocked what was going on
Yeah.
very early on. And I agree. At the very least, those conversations should happen. Like getting dressed up. And then this is the other thing, and this is why I hate it. They force you to say these nice words
I know about these people.
about how amazing you are and how much I love you and the time that we've spent together and all
Yeah.
of these things. And then the mother comes from behind and sees you in your dress or sees you in your tux. Like all of these things in the anticipation of a yes, only for you to get on the stage and say no. Spare me.
Yeah, 100%.
Spare me. Let me know at the house in the living room. And so I could do what what's broke boy's name? Jordan. He said, I'm gonna go pick up my son.
Yeah, he did. I'm gonna leave you now.
Please get me up out of
Yes.
here. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be in this
Yeah.
production or in this house. I don't want to see production. I don't want to see a camera. Let me go get my son
Yeah.
and be done with this. Do me like that, because on this stage now I got to stand there looking like Boo Boo the Fool. You got to run off, girl.
Yeah.
It's too theatrical.
It is.
I can pass on the drama of it all.
I'm not even, I'm gonna watch this reunion, but I am nervous about how it's gonna go. Particularly for Edmund. Like I really feel like he's so fragile. And he did at one point at the end when I think he said like, this was my last chance or something. He was just very like emotional about, like, it was so meaningful for him. And who knows like what the context of what that actually means for him. But him saying that is like, he's just very, this is not the platform for him to be on. It doesn't even feel like he is in a state that he can handle whatever, that causes him to be in that state. Whether it could just be who he is. I don't know. I don't want him to be on that reunion. I'm nervous about it. I'm gonna watch because this is what I do. But I do feel bad. I feel bad about him.
There are also rumors that Sparkle Megan had a baby.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, is that
she
what
was
she
seen
said? I
with
have
the
a surprise
baby or something?
There's like a photo of a man carrying a newborn.
child?
And she's with him, and so it's like,
Which is surprising because at the end of that, she was like, I'm questioning if I even
If
want
I
to be a
wanna be-
mama.
Yeah, but my thought about that too, right? Before I had children, I enjoyed my single life. I enjoyed the flexibility, right, that you have. And then you have a kid and all of a sudden you're not thinking, you're like remembering it, but you're also like, I got to go pick up my son. Let me wipe my eyes because so I was like, you're a single mom until you're not. And all of a sudden your priorities for many people, maybe not everyone, but for many people, your priorities just naturally change. You don't have to envision.
If you're a good mom, because let me tell you whose priorities didn't change.
Who?
Salt Lake City mama.
Who?
You know that girl that be choosing that man that don't love her.
Oh, the one who likes the Osmond.
Mhm.
Oh, Lord.
And her daughter said it too.
Did she?
They had a conversation on the episode, and she said, "You were such a good mama when her daddy and mama were together, and now you be choosing these men."
Oh. Well,
What, girl?
she is. Also,
She's very like male centered.
she is.
And like,
She is.
yeah.
On the episode before last, I haven't watched this farting one that you was talking about, but on the episode before last, they were sitting at that table and Angie was talking about selling her house.
Oh.
And that girl said, how come you didn't choose me to be your realtor? And they went on a whole tangent, right, about her house and it was overpriced and it's been on there for 40 days.
She was being so shady.
She was being so shady.
Yeah, she was.
But then they pivoted into this conversation as far as like which county or area in Salt Lake is actually the most like per capita and like how much it all.
Yes.
The most hilarious conversation I've ever heard in my life. Like it was so, and then there's like a map of where everybody actually lives. It's all of the housewives who are on the like, as if they live in that city, but they all live in the outskirts.
Yeah.
Like, of course they do. Duh. Anyway, it was just a good time. But go ahead.
Well, I just want to throw that out there because it doesn't click in for everybody. Some people have the instinct, some people don't.
Is her name Brittany?
Yeah, her name is Brittany.
Oh, okay.
It is Brittany.
I couldn't remember.
I want you to have watched this episode. Let me just say this. There was a fart conversation on this episode of Salt Lake City between Mary and Angie. And it sums up to me the unseriousness that is attractive to me about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and sometimes the most frustrating part about Salt Lake City, because it is about nothing.
Nothing.
These women, it is about nothing. They're fake friendships.
Yes.
Even though he's not a good person, Todd is whatever that girl Bronwyn's husband. He's such a jerk.
He is so mean.
Oh my God,
I do not
such
like that man. I want her to leave.
I think she just married her mama.
Her mama was mean.
Because her mom is
was
just
sitting
as
on that
mean.
couch. I said, "Oh my gosh, she should kick her out."
Yes. And that was my other thing. Like, girl, I'm helping. You're staying here. I'm helping take care of the daddy and doing all. And you got the nerve. Well, your life wasn't like that before you met him.
Goodness.
Well, then get out.
Absolutely.
Go to another place. Since this
Yes.
is the life that I now live with my husband.
Yes.
And you want to have something to say about it, go to the Motel 6 down the street.
Girl.
Since you got so much to say.
Bye.
I don't.
Yes.
But I feel like her husband is that blunt, mean, and I think that's why she's always striving for that like approval from him.
Yes.
Because he's like the faux mother figure. You know what I mean? You know how people do that in their subconscious? I feel like that's what she has done. Because he is a total
jerk.
He
absolutely is.
But one thing he's right about is
What?
she trying to go on this trip. He said, I'm going to assume you're going to get into a fight with all of the girls. Why would you go?
He hates them.
One thing about it, he is right about that.
Why are you on this show, girl?
That's essentially, I feel like that's what he's asking. I feel like the only reason why I don't want her not to get off the show, because I don't think it's a good idea for him to have all the financial.
I agree. This is her financial independence. Let her make a little check.
Yeah, I think she does need that financial independence from him. I 100% believe she needs that. But he is not wrong. You don't like these girls. These girls don't like you. Why would you go on a trip with them so y'all could just fuss and fight and argue in a captive place? Why would y'all continue to do that? Also, that's all this show is. They take a trip every 3 episodes.
Every time. And argue every time. Wait, somebody said, which I thought was a great point. Before Angie was on this show, think about how many, because he's very corporate-y and like all that.
He is.
Think about how many holiday parties, happy hour, all the stuff she has had to attend for his job to just show up and be there for him. And now here she is on a show. This is her job. And you show up with a jerk ass attitude every single time. The nerve.
That's actually a really good point.
That's unfair.
That is actually a really good point.
Yeah.
He is controlling.
Yes.
He is condescending.
Very.
A little manipulative.
Yes.
And very much like dismissive.
Dismissive. Yes.
I don't. Yeah, financial abuse. I agree. I think she needs this. What did you just call financial independence?
Yes.
I absolutely think she needs this financial. It's the only reason why I would be like, girl, don't quit this show.
No.
You stay on as long as possible and keep
Absolutely.
causing this mess because you be in all the drama.
Oh,
But
You are not
Angie
my
and
sister.
Mary, yes, that's what Mary told Angie. Melanie.
I saw the preview. I thought, she's so funny. I love her. I hate her so much that I love her. You can't do anything but love Mary because, girl, what?
Some girl said, I guess Mary, I'm trying to remember this scene, but she like admitted she needed to fart or something. And then I guess Angie kept bringing it up, like, don't sit over there. Mary got a fart, or, ooh, I smell something. Mary, did you fart? Like, she just kept like bringing it up. And Mary, I understand being embarrassed. I'm not saying like that can be I don't know why she said it. Mary said it a lot, like admitted that out loud. But regardless, the fact that Angie could keep bringing it up, I could understand this as being embarrassing. Having it brought up in this conversation that was actually about the luncheon that they had that somehow turned into this fart thing, and then Mary started crying, I was like, there has to be something else I could be doing with my time. There has to be something else I could be doing with my time. I am completely here for like the unseriousness of shows. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's exactly what I'm looking for. Actually, low-key, it's always what I'm looking for. When I watch TV, I often don't like a lot of like heaviness.
Yeah.
There's a lot of heaviness in the world. I listen to NPR, I listen to a lot of podcasts where I can get all the weight and the heaviness that I need. When I'm turning something on, I often want something light. This
It's so great.
is stupid.
No.
And I want out.
No.
I want
Stay in.
out.
Stay in. I'm very excited.
Also, for some reason, Lisa and her husband,
Something is going on. I agree with that. I'm not convinced.
I'm not
And
either.
I read that lawsuit and I'm like, I think she might be broke for real.
Mm-hmm.
I think she been lying to that man about what the businesses
I
is
do
making for real.
too.
I believe that. I believe it. I'm so sorry. I believe. I had some questions, but I also was like, the heart of this feels real.
I think that she definitely has like a keeping up mentality.
Yes.
And she likes to present
Yes.
a certain way. Also, because she was the main one having that conversation. Like, first of all of y'all are wrong. The place that's the richest in the city
Yes,
is
yes, she
this
was,
place. Like,
yes.
she was very much like,
Tapped in.
I've looked this up. I know the statistics. I'm
Yes.
going to give you actually the facts here. And I don't think her husband cares or knows.
I think he cheated. Shh, don't say it. I didn't say that.
He might be.
Don't get me on the next episode. Listen, I ain't got nothing to back that up. That's just my opinion.
This is all
Alleged.
What did Lisa say to that girl? He had a soup man.
Oh, the suit man. They be saying the most outlandish things on these shows that nobody has any context for. What? Why did she say that?
I don't know. Anyway, I definitely think something is going on for
Yes.
sure. And then after the little psychic thing and in the psychic, or I'm sorry,
that's right.
they ended up having a conversation about that. Lisa and her husband ended up having a conversation about this. And so she was like, yeah, I just feel like we're not communicating. We're not on the same page about things. And I'm just like,
Very interesting. I
I
mean,
wonder what
people-
the subtext is here.
Yes. Yeah. All the best to her. Child.
Yeah.
You saw Married at First Sight. I think I'm gonna tap in because I enjoyed that season with MM.
That was a couple seasons ago. Is there a new season about to start?
Yes.
Oh.
I think it started already. I think I'm gonna watch. There's also something else coming back right now. You know, I think it's coming out this week. Anybody
is
know
it?
what I'm talking about? Something is happening this week. Let me check Netflix really quick and see.
Someone said he seems checked out, and I agree. He
I
does seem
agree.
very checked out.
Yeah. They usually have a like coming up or something.
Selling Sunset.
Selling Sunset. That's what it is. Thank you.
You
See?
better know
You
it.
better
'Cause
know.
that's exactly what it is.
Y'all knew what I was talking about. See, we be here. You
Uh-huh.
see me, we see each other.
I think it's out. Is it on Wednesday?
Yes, I think it is Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. They didn't do a reunion last year.
They did it?
No, remember what's that girl's name?
Brooke Valentine, Nick's girl. When
the
she
one
walked
that
off.
was married. Yup. But that's who you're talking about.
Oh.
The one that was y'all know the girl. I can't think of her name right now. Her hair is always, I love her hair. She always has great hair.
The one with dark. Are you talking about Nick's girl or no? Bree is who I was talking about.
No, not Brie.
Oh, who are you talking about?
Because she was the one who walked out and was like, I'm not shooting with them. I'm not doing. She always in the mess. She a mean girl.
Oh, I know.
She a nice girl, mean girl.
What's the name? Said she would be drinking.
Yeah.
And did coke.
Oh, well, the girl who I'm talking about said that about the girl.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the girl.
It don't matter, child.
Anyway, them.
Yeah. Last thing, I watched the Braxtons. And we can get up out of here.
Yes. I need to watch this.
No, not Chriselle.
Chriselle. Oh, Chriselle did say about that girl. Chriselle said she did coke.
Yes.
That was so
It was Chriselle.
funny.
Yes. I watched the Braxtons. I only watched season 2, the first 2 episodes, because that's out.
Yes.
What the heck is happening with the Braxton family? What the entire heck is happening with the Braxton family? They are a show that you want to be the light and levity that is Salt Lake City, where it's just a bunch of
Yes.
silliness and nonsense, and you get to watch the Braxtons be sisters, these amazing women that can sing and have a good time and all of these things. And it is nothing but actual gravity
Oh.
and weight. These women do not like each other.
That is sad.
More than the fake friendships that are happening on
Yeah.
except they are blood sisters.
I was going to say that's why it's so sad.
They are blood sisters. One of the funniest things that happens though in the show is Toni Braxton referring to herself as Toni Braxton.
Did she?
Oh my God. They would sit
That's
at
like
this
a reminder to them?
Melanie, I'm about to call you Kevin. As a way of like, I think it is a way to remember who, not your sister,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the legend.
The respect. Put some respect
Please
on
remember. I feel
She
like
with
it's.
Birdman.
I
He
feel like
said
it's
put
both.
some respect on my
Yeah,
name.
I feel like it's both.
Uh-huh.
They sitting at this table having a powwow
Okay.
as sisters where they decide to like low key fight each other. They didn't actually put hands on each other, but like they was this close.
Oh my.
And Tamar basically was like, none of y'all, talking about her sisters, none of y'all defend me. And Tony said, you saying I don't defend you? Toni Braxton don't defend you?
Oh.
And Tamar was like, no, you don't. And it just escalated. So Tony said, don't F with Toni Braxton, Tamar. She's a heavyweight. Don't F with Toni Braxton.
She's a heavyweight.
And stood up. Toni Braxton's got to be 4'9". Okay? They're all like little people. And stood up. And I was like, what? What is happening in the Braxton family right now?
Do they mama be there?
Girl, the mama, it be so much chaos. It really is a show about a lot of chaos. Tawanda dropped her husband off. There's only 2 episodes. I promise to God, I only watched 2 episodes, and all of this happened. I promise. Tawanda was dropping her husband off at the airport.
Okay.
Crossing the street, got hit by a car.
Who did?
Tawanda.
Oh, Jesus.
Tooth gone. Nose scratched. Wrist broken. Literally? Yes. 30 days or so before her wedding. In the hospital. Text on the screen. We get a call. Tawanda's in the hospital. What? They go. Tawanda ends up being better. She's still in the cast. She gonna have to wear a cast on her wedding day. I promise to God. I had to get a new tooth and everything. I promise. I'm not making this up. This is not an exaggeration. I promise. They go to the Tulum for her bridal shower. You hear Trina in the background. None of the sisters show up. It's just Trina and a bunch of friends. Don't tell Tawanda. Tell Tawanda what? Her husband has congestive heart failure.
The one she's about to marry?
No, not Tawanda. Trina.
Oh, Trina.
Yes, has to fly back to wherever they live, LA, wherever, to go be with her husband because he had to have surgery.
Jesus.
Fast forward.
Wait, between the 2 episodes?
Melanie, yes. The mama has to have surgery. She has blockage and has to have a stent put in.
They need to get their health checked, everybody?
The mom didn't tell the girls.
That she had that?
Melanie, she told Logan, who is Tamar's son.
Son? The baby with Vince?
Yes.
The child?
Yes.
The mom did? Grandma? Grandma told the Grizz.
The grandma, the baby. She told Logan. Logan tells Tamar, who then alerts the family. She laying in the bed. I said, what is happening in y'all family? What is happening in y'all? Then Miss Evelyn gonna get on the thing with her fly self, talking about the girls just want to be in my business.
Oh, my.
About your health?
Girl, you could die.
She said, I just believe you got to keep something for yourself.
Your health?
So you could be in control of something. You finna die.
People
Why would you? You should let your children know you finna have a major surgery, ma'am.
Oh, my goodness.
They sit at the table. Y'all sent me, Tamar, a cease and desist trying to destroy my business.
This is why their health is so bad, because it sounds like they are bad for each other. They sound like they just stress each other out. This is crazy. I've never watched a single episode of the Braxtons, but listen, I might have to tap in.
It is. I'm telling you, my FYP was like in shout. It was everything was about them. Everything was about them. Everything was about them. I was like, what is going on? Everything is going on. Everything is going on. This show is a total disaster. I do not recommend that you watch it because it is sad.
They should get off the internet. I mean, off the TV show. They shouldn't. Don't do reality. It ain't worth all this.
No, it's not.
They finna hate each other.
They don't. I don't think any of the sisters went to Tawanda's wedding. She didn't. None of the sisters. I think only Trina did. And then their niece, Ashley, I think is her name, accused Trina's husband.
The niece.
And it sounds like the husband that's in the accusation. I don't know if this has been confirmed because I'm just catching up. But Gabe
is his name.
The dead husband. He died a few years ago. I think
dead.
of like cancer.
They got a lot of health issues in his family.
Yeah. He was
assaulting,
sexually doing some stuff he ain't had no business doing with an underage child.
And his niece.
But the sisters apparently don't believe.
The niece. The
don't
child.
Believe the niece. And Tamar.
Believe the dead man. If he's dead.
They defended him. The niece went and did Tamar's podcast. And that's causing the divide right now.
They have to get off the TV.
Yeah, I think Gabe been dead. I think he had cancer, if I'm not mistaken. He died a few years ago.
They have to get off of reality.
It's really...
What network is this?
I'm watching it on Philo.
They got to send the cease and desist.
My thing is, okay, again, I'm new to this, so I don't know a lot of detail, all right? There's not a lot of nuance. Why would my niece come out and say these things about a man that is dead? What would she gain?
Gain from that, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't understand why there wouldn't be, why would you not believe her? Yeah. I don't understand it. Again, I don't know a lot of details, but it's put such a seemingly a strain because it seems like Tamar is like, I believe you.
Oh, Tamar believed. That's why she had it on the podcast, but the other sisters are not.
I don't know where Tony stands.
I was about to say, how Tony feel? What Tony say? The Tony.
Tony to me is always very, I'm busy and I don't have a lot of time to be dealing with y'all foolishness. Yeah. That's how she strikes me. Like she's never quite making a decision. Even with the cease and desist letter, Tony was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
But Tamar, it came from her?
No, it came from, I'm thinking Trina, because it's her husband. But Tony was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Tawana, all the T's chart. Tamar was like, you're lying. That's your best friend. And she was like, I do not know.
Oh, wow.
But I think like you keep yourself busy. So you always cannot know.
What is it that called when you
deniability.
Yes. There's another word.
Plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I really do think Tony tries to like separate herself from it and like pretend to not know even if she does, or like literally don't tell me. I do not want to know because I don't want to get wrapped up in this mess.
Got it.
Tamar's always involved in the mess. Her and Tawanda seem to have a lot of animosity and built up animosity toward each other.
Tamar's the youngest.
Yes.
Okay.
And Trina and Tawanda seem to be very close. So they're always together.
Uh-huh.
And then it's always like them against Tamar. Also, Trina is has the husband against Tamar. And then Tawanda and Tamar just don't get along. I don't know Tracy.
Who was she close to?
I didn't watch a lot of the first stuff, so I don't know.
I was about to say, was that Tamar's like sister friend of the
crew? Think I watched a podcast or a clip or something where she actually said Tamar's relationship with Tracy's was a little strained too, if I'm not mistaken.
My gosh.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, they said Tawanda is manipulative. Tamar has always been the outcast. Oh, none of them. Tracy was on her own.
What? That's sad.
Yeah, it makes me sad because
Tracy couldn't stand Tamar. Jesus.
see.
All right, what?
This is the last thing I'll say. I'm really grateful because me and my sisters actually get along.
Oh my gosh, yes. I couldn't imagine.
I couldn't imagine.
This would be so sad. Like you have to go find your own friends because your sisters hate you.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. It was really sad. All right. Oh, they said Tracy was close to the brother. And the niece is the brother's daughter.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have a brother. Like they're Rob.
I just couldn't
Kardashian.
imagine. Like, all you guys can sing, and instead you guys are arguing.
I know. Like, honestly, go make an album.
I literally, you
Like,
don't even have
what?
to make it. I would just sing everything. I watched this black girl today.
The brother was abusive. Oh.
The brother was abusive?
Jesus. Who signed them up to be on TV? They didn't have a family meeting. The mama didn't say, hey, you idiots, don't get on the TV. Y'all know that this is crazy. How much are they getting paid? I hope it's worth it.
Me too.
Whew, what a time.
The brother was abusive?
That's what somebody said in the Patreon. We not denying or confirming. Amen. That's what the people are saying.
Well,
All right.
yeah, I just couldn't. Oh, I know what the last thing is that I watched this TikTok before I walked in here of this black woman, young lady singing. I don't remember what it was, but let's say it was Darkwing Duck, but she like gospelified it.
Oh, uh-huh.
And her sister walks in and starts singing. Matter of fact,
With her?
Melanie,
Together?
when I
was
literally
great?
the best thing because
Oh.
I was like, God, you
I
gave me
know.
sisters. We were almost there.
We were.
Why did you not
Make us
give us
sing.
voices? I don't understand. We could have
Sisters
been
with
we could have
voices.
been SWV, but like actual sisters. I don't understand why we stop short.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Let me see if I can find this really quick because it was so good. Here it is.
Going on a trip in our
Is it too loud?
favorite rocket ship. Zooming through the sky. Little Einstein.
Caitlin Holland the entire time, and her sister comes in and joins her, and I was like, more of this, please.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky. Little Einsteins, climb aboard, get ready to explore. There's so much to find. Little Einsteins, we're going on a mission. Start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone to rock it, rev it up now. We're going on a trip.
I had to tell them,
in
shut
our
up.
favorite rocket ship.
That's how I was
Zooming
listening though.
through the
Literally.
sky. Little Einstein.
Why are they so churchy?
Climb
Literally.
aboard, get ready to explore. There's so much to
I wanted to get to the end.
find. Little Einstein.
That is silly. That is silly.
I watched this and just
That is
smiled
silly.
from ear to ear and literally said, now, God, we were so close.
That is really silly.
We were so close. Why would you not
that,
give
yes.
us the ability to
What a
sing?
good time.
Oh, I
That's-
would sing the intro.
That's what the Braxtons could be doing
I wish they were.
instead.
Oh my God. If they were just doing this instead, what a
The
time.
exact opposite.
What a time. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Don't you start.
No, I need to sing.
Ma'am.
I need to sing it because I feel it in my bones. It's just not in my voice.
Hilarious.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.